Seeing some pretty old faces and new faces. To some of you, hello again. I'm Adelaide. I come from Accra, Ghana. I went to the Right to Dream Academy, and I'm now on a full scholarship as a senior in Millbrook School in New York. I grew up just like Edward, and as you've heard, it's not easy. Sometimes challenges come at you at a very young age and not giving you the time to be a child. In some countries, kids are encouraged to have big dreams, to wonder, to expand, and even go to the moon. But in others, society does the opposite and crushes dreams and even laugh at them. And I believe that every child in the world has the capacity to have many dreams. And that was the same for me. Only my society did not support them. Being a girl in Ghana is very tough. There's an unexpected path that is hard to break. I look around and I saw women as farmers, cleaners, sellers, and the highest occupation as nurses in my community. And I was surrounded by people who hadn't finished school or even been to college. For those of you I met in London, remember Fatih, one of the younger girls from the academy. She could not be here as she's preparing to go to a new school on a full scholarship to the Haskell School in Connecticut. Yay! But she wants you to make a voice, make a difference in exactly this. This is her.
You've told me since the age of 3 that I was less than simply for being born me. You've told me who I am and who I was to be, to follow, not lead. You've told me to look after the children while I was a child myself, serve without question, live for someone else. You told me this will attract a husband, that my livelihood depends on it, on him. You told me to tend to the wants of others, carry their weights by myself. A hope for education, a hope to be a doctor. You told me to leave that for someone else. You've told me, and you've told her, and her too. We've heard it every single day. Don't burden, challenge, question. Do not bring shame. Because this is how it is. This is how it's always been. This way of thinking stops here with me. Now I'm telling you, I am a Ghanaian woman. I am telling you, you are the foundation of a home. You are the heart of a family. You are a symbol of strength. And without even realizing, you became the spark for my dream. A dream not shackled by centuries of injustice. A dream driven by it. Because it's not about how far we've come. It's about how far we are going. I am telling you, demand respect. Put your needs first. And dream. Because you deserve it. There's power in passion and purpose. And the wonderful thing about passion is it conquers fear every single time. Take their words and let it drive you. So, don't look back. attack the goal. Because I'm telling you, you have the right to dream. So let's go.
She is incredible and very brave. Unlike all those women who had big dreams, Fati is keeping to hers. We are two Ghanaian girls playing soccer, but it's not that simple because it's not the norm. When I was 7, my dad spoke to me. He told me that he had a dream of being a lawyer, but he never got the chance to be. He told me that I could be what he never got the chance to be. So that is what I started dreaming about. When people would ask me what I wanted to be in future, and I told them I wanted to be a lawyer, they laugh and call me names. And they shout mockingly, "Madam Lawyer, Madam Lawyer." It was upsetting and confusing. And it hurt me that they didn't believe in me. And they were happy to demean me and what I was capable of doing. Could you imagine what this is like for a little girl? Was my father wrong? Sometimes they'll ask me the question again, and I'll think twice. Do I say my actual dream, or I say a more realistic one, a one that they will not laugh at? My dad passed away when I was 8, and he had been the only one who saw more in He had been the only one who saw more in me. And he was my guardian. But without him, I let society control me. At some point, my dream changed from what I wanted, being a lawyer, to a more reasonable one, which was pretty common. Marry a rich guy, which will automatically make you rich, even make your family rich, and make life pretty easy for you. Sometimes those around us can shape our dreams, sometimes for the better, and sometimes for the worse. Fate took away my first guardian, but I was lucky. I found right to dream in football. Football helped me to overcome my fear and build my confidence. Football gave me that platform to build new passions and to break social barriers. It has taken me from my first day of Right to Dream, the first girl through the program, shy, without a drop of confidence, to me now, standing in front of you, and in a year, I'll be going to college. Even though it's not going to be easy. And I would like to help those who don't have a voice. And I will be that lawyer. Yes, everyone has the right to dream. but we also need guardians to protect them. And on behalf of me and other thousands of other girls and boys, I would like to thank you for being a guardian. When I came to London, I wrote a poem, and you've asked me to come back to read the poem again. So, I saw you from a distance the first time. I stared at you, but most of the time, your back faced me. When you turn around and I see you, you have a mark on your right chest that almost seemed like a smile from a distance. It's also the mark that I see on papers that prove that something is right. There isn't a moment that I see you that you don't put a smile on my face. I love the way you appreciate the hard work of those who wear you, how you hold their sweat and allow other people to see their hard work. You began to get closer and closer in every step of my journey. Shy I was when I was young. Confidence was hidden inside of me. I don't know how you did it, but you brought it out. Maybe because my role models had you close to them. When I don't have you on, I feel different, more like I'm naked, even though I'm not. You've been there throughout my journey, and somehow I never got the chance to appreciate you until now. But now, I recognize that silent support, that silent motivation, that silent take across my heart. And now, since I have the opportunity, I want to say thank you.